Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is a special episode on NFTs with our guest, Wolf Warner, who knows all about NFTs and wants to share some comic book NFT knowledge, drop some knowledge on you just in case that's missing from your portfolio. So please stay tuned and check out Wolf and a conversation on NFTs. It's kind of cool.
Well, first and foremost, man, like speaking to you guys live, I've been down with you guys from when I came back into the comic game of like 2016. Wolf used to come up on the show and pump my Moon Girl. And
Oh yeah.
yeah. And it obviously did not. It wasn't a joke. It was a joke at first, and now you look at that book, it's over $100, my friend.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it's going to be a series and everything. Yeah, you.
Oh yeah. It's coming back February, and I'm glad
you're an early adopter, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm an early adopter, which leads me to the whole NFT. Well, I still collect. I no longer do the videos because I moved and I don't have my beautiful brick wall anymore. But I'm still I'm still a heavy collector, and some people are asking me to get back into the space. But you know, I'll take my time with that ever since COVID hit and all that. But I still collect my books, and I just happen to diversify.
Yeah.
I'm diversifying now.
And you still go to what, Midtown?
I go to Anyone Comics.
Oh, okay.
Anyone Comics is in it's a new shop in Brooklyn that's right convenient, real local, and shout out to Dimitri. Dimitri used to work at Midtown, and now he has his own shop. So if I'm around Midtown, I'll hop up in there. But honestly, anyone with my sub list, I get everything I need.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't have to travel far anymore. So, I started to venture into crypto, a little bit of cryptocurrency, which then led me to the NFT, the non-fungible tokens, which are like digital collectibles that can be in the form of videos, art, music, paintings, avatars, metaverses, etc. And they can be bought, sold, and traded on marketplaces or networks and you can use your Ethereum, you can use your cryptocurrency or your USD, United States dollar, credit card, etc., to purchase these NFTs. And on OpenSea. OpenSea is like eBay. And you can place that's the biggest marketplace for NFTs right now. It's a couple competitors, but right now, for time's sake, we'll just OpenSea, the big boy.
OpenSea, OPENSEE?
SEA.
SEA, okay.
It's an open seal, open sea.
Okay.
And full of whales. That's a term. People that buy up, like someone that will come into the comic book store, and if the store allows them, they'll buy all the books.
They'll buy off the rack. They'll buy the rack out.
They'll buy the rack off. They buy the rack out and they control the prices after a while.
Okay.
But yeah, that's so OpenSea is eBay, the eBay of NFTs.
Gotcha. Now, when did you first hear about NFTs? When did you start going down that road?
I jumped in the rabbit hole. I was watching Squawk Box one day. I was home. I was remote teaching, and I had a break. And Squawk Box came on, and there was a Beeple sale. There was Beeple is like a art, like pixel art, and it went for like millions of dollars. Then I remembered in 2017, like Crypto Punks and Crypto Kitties. And I was like, oh, these are little pictures. Why would people spend so much? And then NBA Top Shot came out with NFTs. and went in, because I'm a big sports guy. I'm not only a comic guy. I'm a big, matter of fact, go Raiders.
Yeah, I was going to That
Yeah.
slide. I was
Yeah,
gonna not
no,
even
no
bring that
sliding,
up.
no sliding, no sliding. This is not baseball. This is not baseball. No sliding. Go Raiders.
Yep. You
That's
got
another
my
show.
you got my Steelers, man. You got them. You guys look good. You guys look good.
It could fall apart at any time. So I humbly accept the accolades, but very,
Yeah.
very, very humbly.
And
Show
you're
me what there is.
Brooklyn Nets fan, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually moved. I'm like 2 blocks from the Barclays. So
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm even closer. So go Brooklyn, go Raiders. Um,
You have a Brooklyn Nets NFT.
yes, I have all of them. I have the whole Brooklyn Nets set on
Oh
Top
wow.
Shot. So
Okay.
that goes back to Top Shot. Top Shot is NBA licensed NFT in accordance with the NBA, and they release NFTs of highlights, and you then own that highlight. Like one of my best but worst NFT highlight is Kevin Durant with the foot on the line against the Bucks when he hit the. And we thought that he ended the game with the 3, but it was actually a 2. I have that NFT, and it will show the play from like 3 different angles. They'll make like 30,000 of them, and then you have a serial number 1 through 30,000, and then
Okay.
they go up in value. And I'm sitting on a whole Nets team set from Series 1. And I'm not a whale. I just started, they're like average. The floor is like $4 per se for a okay player. But like a Luka Doncic will be like 19, and a rare card will be like $3,000.
So
And
it's
yeah,
like a digital card then.
but it has highlights.
Right.
So it's not like a digital. You have digital NFTs that are just a standing still picture. It's still digital, but it's a standing still picture. NBA Top Shot is the only NFT so far that has the highlight. Baseball NFTs are like still photos, but they're digital. And the NFL said they're not going to venture into it this year. They're coming because they see the money.
Oh yeah.
They see,
Yeah.
and when the NFL comes, it's going to be outrageous. In regards to the highlights, if they can do it like NBA Top Shot, every player, it's highlights of their like moments and different career buckets or assists or championships, and so NBA Top Shot is how I initially got into NFTs. And I used to go to my shop, and I used to say the comic shop that is, and say, man, what if the comic book guys started to make comics like Donnie Cates makes 10 copies of Immortal Hulk. Only 10 people can ever read that special issue, and he numbers them 1 through 10. And number 1 being the first one minted would be the one that cost the most. The number 2 has a different cover. The number 3 has a different cover. And he was like, yeah, that probably would sell, but I don't see a future. You can go to Marvel Unlimited. What's the difference with Marvel Unlimited and a digital comic? And I would always be like, that Marvel Unlimited, yes, you have it in your phone, but you don't own it. Yeah, but I can just read it out. Yeah, but you can't sell it. You can't trade it.
That's true.
You have it, sure. Just like you can have the highlight of Kevin Durant making that shot, and you can just have it on your YouTube, on your phone, and watch it whenever you want to watch it. But you can't do anything with that at all. You cannot. I can sell my highlights on NBA Top Shot. So you buy and sell, and there's no inventory. It's on your phone. And honestly, Marvel Unlimited, you have to pay a subscription. The VV comic books, which I'm getting to, VV, oh boy, VV $6.99.
Yeah, VEVE, right. I've heard a lot about they're coming on strong, right? With comics.
Let me tell you, honestly, if you trace back in your tweets, there's like a core 7 guys that I really rock with, and you guys happen to be one of them. And I believe it was like 42 days ago. I started tweeting out the VV, and it it was like the little, okay, it's a comic book and it's digital and it's not just the cover, it's the whole comic book, and it's 30,000 of them made, and their serial numbers are from 1 to 30,000, and they're random. You can get, like comic books, you can get the common, you can get an uncommon, you can get a rare, you can get an ultra rare, and you can get a secret rare. So there are 5 options, and think of them as variant covers, ratio variants.
Right.
Each one is a different, each set you can get one of those 5, and it's blind. So
Okay.
when I believe the first one was Marvel Comics #1 from like 1938.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
First appearance of the Human Torch android per se, before Johnny Storm. And I was like, well, I'll never have that comic in my hand ever.
Nope.
I'll never read it. I would like to read, just to read it. I said, let me spend the $6.99, and I got one.
And it wasn't, but it wasn't the only one, right? It was one of so many, right?
One of 50,000.
Okay.
Okay. So, but you can get randomly one of the 5 covers. Okay.
Okay.
And each cover has you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting, a 1 in 100 chance of getting a regular cover, a 1 in 25 chance of getting the secret rare, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it all adds up to 50,000 books. And you can get one of those. And they all cost $6.99, regardless of the one you get, because it's blind. It's blind. So you just press the button and you see which one you get. So I was able to get 3 Marvel Comics #1. I got 2 of the common, the regular cover, and then I got an uncommon. So I spent about about $20 something, and I got 3 of them.
Right.
And I was like,
you'll hold on to them for a while and then sell the dupe that you have.
Right now I hold. I'm a holder.
Yeah,
I'm a holder and a hoarder. I'm not there's going to be a time where, like I have over 20 Moon Girls #1. I could sell them right now, if I wanted to, but
right.
I'm holding. You know what I mean? So I'm not, a seller like that. So I'm holding my Marvel Comics. But then what happened was they started coming out with the more classic books. Then they came with Astonishing Tales, first appearance of Loki. Then they came with Amazing Spider-Man #1, not Amazing Fantasy, but they came with Amazing Spider-Man #1. I believe the villain was a chameleon. Now I'm sounding like a historian because of these, because I have these books. Right? And so then the marketplace opened up. I said, whoa, they have a marketplace. So I go into the marketplace and I was like, oh, wow, this Marvel #1 is $13. This was 42 days ago. Okay. A common digital copy on VV for Marvel Comics, the lowest price is $60.
And you paid $6.99.
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good rate of return.
Yeah, ROI. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
On investment, right? So then I said, okay, so wait a minute. Then they came with moderns. So I'm a huge Immortal Hulk fan. Sad that it's ending. VV came out with Immortal Hulk #1. Now I have tons of those, different covers, things of that. But I said $6.99. Why not? So I bought Immortal Hulk. 2 days later, I look back. Immortal Hulk right now is $17.99 each one. The lowest is $17. They came out with New Mutants '98. I happened to get a ultra rare for $6.99. That ultra rare It's $600.
Wow. So it's just like luck of the draw on that one.
Yes, because they're random. Like now what has happened since those 42 days is that the naysayers, the physical comic book guys,
Right.
in the beginning they were like, hell no, 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 no. So us digital guys were like, oh well. So we were racking them up. 42 days later, okay, for example, Avengers 8 came out, first appearance of Kang the Conqueror. I pressed the button. I kept pressing the button. I said, what's going on? I didn't get one. Within 30 seconds, it said sold out. I said, wait a minute. That's never happened. I was able to get 3 copies of Amazing Spider-Man, 3 copies of Marvel Comics #1, 3 copies of the Marvels, just Marvels by Alex Ross covers. I was able to get 3 of those. I was able to get Astonishing Tales. But then, after that, then House of X came out, Immortal Hulk, the Moderns. So when Kang came out based on the popularity, it sold out. I said, okay, that could just be because of Kang. Black Widow, Tales of Suspense, first appearance comes out. It sells out in 10 seconds.
This is how many versions?
50,000.
50,000 sell out in 10, 15 seconds?
Yes, because what has happened in VV, when I first got into VV as an early adopter, it was 100,000 people. Now VV collectors is 700,000.
Oh.
So now the competition, by people spreading it, by me tweeting out and doing this, we actually have brought more competition into pressing the button. So now early adopters, I am at the mercy of faster Wi-Fi's. And so now I am happy to get one.
Yeah.
I am happy to get one. I don't care if it's a common. I only got 1 copy of Captain America #1, which was Sam Wilson as Captain America #1. That is going for, the common is going for 20. Kang the Conqueror is going for $4.5 thousand. The common. The common. $6.99. $6 because they only released 10,000 Kangs. So there are 10,000 people with Avengers #8 that they can buy, sell, and trade on the VV Marketplace. Now, the VV Marketplace is about to allow owners of the books to transport their books onto OpenSea. And that's a game changer.
Okay.
Because you can only buy, if you wanted Avengers 8 from me, you have to become a VV subscriber, log in, and then buy it from me, and then you can only hold it on your VV app, per se. Now, in the coming months, they're going Immutable X is coming, and you're going to be able to take your VV comics off of the VV Marketplace and put them into the Ethereum Marketplace, which is OpenSea.
Okay.
And it becomes more accessible to millions of more people.
So the only way to currently buy one is through OpenSea or VV for comics.
For comics, you cannot go to OpenSea yet. Not yet. Okay. You have to go to VV. VV is working on the mechanism to whereas you can then take your books from VV and sell them on OpenSea.
Gotcha.
OpenSea is like eBay. So it's like buying a Marvel comic book, but you can only sell it to people who have the Marvel app. And then Marvel says, you know what? You can now take your Marvel book and put it on eBay and sell it to anybody you want.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yes,
OpenSea is the big boy.
Yes, the big boy.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yes, OpenSea is the big boy. So Marvel was the first company to sign the license deal with VV. So VV is the equivalent to NBA Top Shot. They have license agreements with these companies. Statues, collectibles. For example, I have the Batman Who Laughs statue. I bought it for $25, $35. It's on the rise. And I think it's going to rise higher because it's Batman Who Laughs. And it's a statue, of the Batman Who Laughs done by Scott Snyder. Then I have the digital statue of Catwoman by Joelle Jones. I have two Spider-Man statues, and I have a DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And all of these are going for ridiculous prices right now. And they give you a virtual showroom, TV. You have augmented reality capability to where I can put my comic book on the table and read it and flip the pages. But it's not even on my table. When I'm looking through my phone, it's on the table and I'm turning the pages.
Oh, I got you.
So,
all right.
yeah. Vivi, you can put the comic book on the wall. You can put your statues next to you on the street. You can walk into a vault and it's like a museum. So Vivi is making strides. Tomorrow is the Thorgy drop.
The what?
Thorgy. You
Oh,
familiar?
okay.
You know Thorgy.
Yeah.
Thor Frog.
Yeah. Okay.
They have 3 different statues, $50, and I guarantee you it sells out in 10 seconds. I'm passing on the Thorgy. I like the comic books. I have the Batman Who Laughs statue, and I have the Spider-Man, and I believe I have a Damon Wayans. Yeah, I have a Damon Wayans. So that's the VV collectibles, man. We're probably late to the game, in terms of getting multiple copies, but to the naysayers, I can't deny the value that I've seen, and I'm gonna collect every one.
That's crazy.
They're $6.99. They're $6.99.
Now I've heard that with some of these they can have royalties attached so that when you resell it,
yes,
the original
yes.
artist gets another piece, another little taste
so
of
do
that.
you, and so do you. So what happens if you have an NFT project that has royalties in regards to, well, you can create your own NFT and then you make your royalties, but you can buy an NFT and sell it later, buy it from someone, he gets royalties. You sell it to somebody, you get royalties. When that person sells it, you still get royalties. It trickles all the way back down.
It sounds a little pyramid-y, but
it's royalties. There's nothing really, but every NFT does not, like the VV comic books doesn't have royalties with it. Once I sell it, it's gone.
You can't add royalties. They have to be
no. The royalties are for artists who create a painting or a person that makes a video NFT.
Right.
So it's like, Christie's, it's like the auction. If you make an NFT and you can put anywhere from, I believe, 2 to 10% royalties. And whenever that is sold, you will get royalties. But the person, you can also put in the smart contract, the person who buys it from you, they can get 2% royalties whenever they sell it. And it works like that. Royalties can be written into the smart contract when creating a non-fungible token. Yes.
Okay. And then the artist decides if they can sell just one unique, serialized piece of art.
Yes.
As an NFT, or they can do like Marvel's doing with VV and do 10,000.
10,000 and number them 1 to 10,000. Of course, number 1 will be the most expensive one, number 1. But it's called minting. Instead of printing, it's minting. You mint the NFT. And when you mint them, they come out at a specific price, pre-sale, and then you put them on OpenSea, and the public then dictates the price.
So if Kyle and I take the first episode of Comics for Fun and Profit,
absolutely,
convert that audio file into an NFT,
yes,
we could either sell it as a single unique entity NFT, or we could do 10,000 copies of that first episode with serial numbers 1 to 10,000, and sell it, and then the price would vary depending on how many we minted, and what the interest would be.
Yes.
That's cool. Now, so this is all through like a blockchain algorithm? Is this how these are created?
Peer-to-peer, blockchain. Okay, the main one is Ethereum right now. Bitcoin is like the fiat, the money, and Ethereum per se is like the highway or the network that stuff happens on. So they're really not competitors per se. Ethereum, Bitcoin is a coin. Ethereum is the network that you create the contract, the smart contract, where you don't need the middleman. You cut the middleman out. No banks, no anything. Peer to peer, and people are in their homes, what's called mining, and they have the algorithms, and they're processing your transactions, and it happens like that. It's authenticated on the blockchain with a serial number or authentication number that will prove that it is yours, just like the art world. And that is what's going on right now. People are, what are the young people saying? It's about your digital swag now. It's not about your sneakers, your car, your chains, your jewelry, your hair. It's about your avatar, which is a whole nother NFT. NFT PFPs are NFT profile pictures. And they're just an avatar of a picture. So you have the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Oh boy, BAYC. It's a picture of an ape with like a suit on, shades. They have different properties, which makes each one different and creates the rarity. And they created a whole community. The initial Bored Ape was $250. Bored Ape sell for $200,000, $40,000, $20,000. Yes. This is what's going on in the NFT world with art. Not only art, video, music, art. Like if you guys wanted to do one, it would be nice to have a piece of art, and then when a person presses play, they hear the first episode.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But okay. So you let's say we do that and we just do one. We just create one NFT of our first episode. You own it. You bought it because you love us so much. You had to have it. Right. Yeah. Now, can I play our original episode ever again, or do I lose it?
No. You lost that. I have it.
So I can't play like a knockoff version of that.
I mean, you could play the original that you, I guess,
had a backup, but I don't really own it.
You can't sell it. You don't own it. Nope.
It's really yours now. You have the serial number that authenticates that it's
absolutely.
You.
Yeah, it's mine.
So I might still be able to play that, but I don't really own it anymore.
You don't own it. You can play it, absolutely, but you don't own it.
So like,
yeah.
So like the footage, like you have of Kevin Durant shooting a 2 instead of a 3. That's still out there in the world, but you own one that's only yours.
I own one of the 40,000.
That's only yours.
That's on. Yes.
Okay.
That's number 4648.
Do you own any that are one of one?
No, the closest I've come, I have a Miami Hurricane 1991 NFT championship ring. I got 1 out of 500. I got number 1.
Okay. That's cool.
I got 1 out of 500. Miami Hurricane NFT championship ring. It spins. It's gold, and it was $50, and it's going for $349 right now. if I wanted to
Sell
move
it.
it. Yeah. The floor is 349. But remember, I have number one. So that
Right.
floor right there, let me see. The floor guy, he has number 214.
Yeah.
I
Yours
have
is
number
not
one.
like that. Yeah.
So 349 is a joke. If he sells it at 349, then I know what I can get at number one. Then it's on
Yeah.
me.
You
But I'm
can
not
get
selling
yeah.
that because I'm a Hurricane fan. So I'm holding that and passing those things on. And if the NFT, I wish it would kind of slow down a little bit because it's kind of getting oversaturated. Not in terms of the comic books,
Right.
but in terms of what I call the animal avatar pictures. Like they have goats now. Everybody saw the success of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. There will be TV shows in the future about the Bored Ape Yacht Club. People are going to write theses about the Bored Ape Yacht Club. That's how big a movement through a community of people just coming together. And Vivi is kind of building that now. NFTs is about building your universe in terms of community. And it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger to where now it's harder to get a VV comic book than it was 42 days ago. And unfortunately, it affects myself now where I can't get one. But that's why I like to tell everybody that if I don't get one, at least one of my comic book guys can get one. And Evolution of Stan tended to join me. And Stan was one of my favorite comic book creators in terms of YouTube. And Stan was like, man, I did it. I went with it. I heard you say Wolf and I jumped in and he actually got Avengers #8 common that's worth $4,000 right now. And I didn't get one. And he was like, I feel so bad.
He should give you a little taste.
No, he felt bad. He was like, oh my God. But I've scored it. I have, I'm good with Vivi. I don't have one worth 4.5.
Yeah.
Get me wrong. But I'm way up on my $6.99 and Stan he dove in and got the beginner's luck. And he's hooked right now. He got a Tales of Suspense and we both missed, I forgot which one we missed. He's going on the marketplace when he misses now and buys it when it first opens up. He'll spend the 15. He's like, you know what? If I miss, I'm going right on the marketplace.
I still want it.
Yeah, I still want it. And it's making him want to come back and have a little show. I actually have a show tomorrow on YouTube, Rob the Rican. I'm more the YouTube guy, in terms of talking about stuff. So everybody's hitting me up now. Like, you gotta come on and talk about these NFTs, man. You know what I mean?
It's freaking fascinating, man.
He said, Rob the Rican said, I got some naysayers. I was like, well, I'm not here to argue. If you don't see it, you don't see it. You know what I mean? That's cool, but I'm a middle school teacher, so I have to stay with the youth. What's young. You know what I mean? So I'm always trending. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
I gotta know who I can't relate to them if I'm sitting there telling them that Rapper's Delight is the greatest song ever made and I don't listen to no
you don't listen to nothing since 1992.
Exactly. I can't I'm still listening to I have to listen to what what some of my old school may call mumble and all of this. I say, look, man, I have to relate to them. So the young kids talk about crypto. They talk about the Robin Hood. They talk about NFTs. They talk about, and these young kids that are coding right now, they're going to grow up. And they're believers in the space. So these 27-year-olds, these from 13 to 27, when they're 40 and stuff, they're still going to be NFTs. They're used to a digital world. So like it or not, we all saw the Jetsons put a burger in a box and it came out hot. And we were like, yeah, right. We all saw the Jetson cartoon with cell phones. We saw the Jetsons and we were like, yeah, right. Remote control. You can turn the TV from sitting on the couch from way over there. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay? It all happens, man. I'm a science teacher. You can't stop tech. And convenience. As I look in my man cave at 147 boxes of comics. Okay?
Yeah.
Uh, my wife is like inventory, so she is a fan of VV.
Oh yeah.
She's like, it's in your phone? Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
God.
Nothing to sort, nothing to bag and
Nothing
board.
to sort, nothing to bag and board. Also, if I want to sell it, I don't have to get cardboard, wrap
Yeah.
it up, go to the post office. I just press a button.
Yeah. Yeah. So from your first Top Shot
Mm-hmm.
to now,
Yeah.
how many do you think you have?
I have, just, me and my wife, we counted the other day. I have 44 Top Shot moments. And I'm very transparent with this. And if y'all let you, I spend within my means. I'm not spending the mortgage. I am not, so this is not financial advice, but, I started my Top Shot account with $800 worth of Ethereum. It is now worth $2,600. And that's since March with the new season about to come on. So I'm still holding. VV, I have 37 collectibles and comics. That'll be college. I have one, Miami. CNN. I have the CNN Vault. I have Biden winning.
Oh,
Trump.
interesting.
I have Trump winning. I have Space Shuttle 81.
Gotcha.
And I have one more.
So CNN's in the game.
CNN Vault, absolutely. With
Ah.
NFTs,
Ah.
CNN. Time just joined. Time last week had a drop. So when everybody's saying, "Oh, the NFT boom is going to come," then why are all these major institutions adopting it? Major institutions. You're going to walk into a basketball game and you're going to see an NBA Top Shot kiosk where you can come with your phone, and if you have, let's say, Jason Tatum's moment, you can get a free beverage. What I'm talking about is utilization. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to utilize the NFTs. So that's where I'm at right now. I have ventured into some profile pics, avatars. I've joined the Afro Droids movement, and that's picking up steam, and that is going up in price, and it's a good cause. It's an honorable project. They give 20% back to like a Dream Chasers Academy in Nigeria. And I said, if I'm gonna join a project, it gotta be honorable. And let me see it gotta help somebody. So I joined the Avatar project. So if you see weird looking, strange creatures with smiley faces from computer screens
Yeah.
on my feed, those are my Afro droids. That is my Avatar profile pic, like the Board 8 Yacht Club.
Okay.
So then you use that as your avatar and your profile pic. And you have a metaverse. And we just watched a movie last night, a movie premiere, all the avatars. So we went into the Central Land. We took the avatar in. We put them on the red carpet. We took pictures, and we watched a spoken word movie last night in a metaverse.
All right. All right.
It's unbelievable. It sounds crazy, but
Right.
look.
So these are all in the cloud via the various apps, depending on where you bought it. So it's
Yes.
in the Open Sea cloud or the VV cloud or the CNN Vault cloud.
CNN Vault. Yes.
So you got to have those apps on your
phone
to buy
computer.
them and then to keep them and then to access.
Yep.
And then
Absolutely.
to sell them if you want to sell
yes,
them.
if you want to sell on the marketplace. And they're coming with digital showcases right now, to whereas you're going to be able to walk in someone's home. Digital frames. So you can walk into my home and I'll have a frame of the KD shot.
Real life.
Yes. like a highlight, like and looped. You know what I mean? Like you can have
Gotcha.
your NFTs. You're gonna be able to digitally frame your NFTs.
Okay. So like, yeah, the digital photo frames that
Yes.
you can stick your kids' pictures in. It's
Yes.
the
Yeah.
same thing. You can have your NFTs roll like on a loop,
Yes.
like on a GIF
Yeah.
loop.
Yes. Yes.
Alright,
Yes.
that's kind of neat. I like
Yes.
that.
Because people are like, what sense does it make if it's in your phone?
So is the security aspect based on your phone security or based on the cloud security of the individual selling you the NFT? So is VV
Yeah.
responsible for
Yeah.
securing your purchase?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I'm on Vivi, so
Yeah. So they're responsible
it,
for maintaining the security of that you just
yeah,
purchased. Can
yeah.
that
So
be
what? Yes,
stolen or
it can.
lost?
Yes, yeah, it can be super hacked, things like that. It's never happened, but of course, but what has occurred now is that you can get a wallet for your NFTs,
Okay.
a ledger wallet. So whereas the company that comes out with the ledger that you can bring all your NFTs to, interoperability, interconnectivity is going to be the big winner. And certain companies are working on that. But as of now, you can get a Nano ledger or a Tezos ledger, and some of them you can Trust Wallet, you can keep your NFTs on. MetaMask, you can put your NFTs on. There are wallets for your NFT if you want to for further security. But most of these sites is two-step verification, KYC, know your customer. So no one's really getting hacked because it's super security, which can be frustrating logging in at times. You know, you have to have a 12-word, a 12-seed phrase
Oh wow.
that you put in a safe. Do not put that 12-word seed on your phone. Write it somewhere. Tell your wife to hide it. Tell your kids to hide it from you. And then you just have a copy yourself. It's 12 words, random. It'll be like boy, girl, hello, hi, devil, dinosaur, moon, girl. You know, it'll be, you know, and you have to know those 12 words to log in.
Yeah.
If you lose your password and things of that nature. So the worst thing that's going to happen to people is if they lose their phone. Okay? If you lose your phone and you don't have access to your passwords and you have to go on a laptop and do everything manually, if you don't remember your passwords and your phrase, you can't get back in.
You're done.
You're done.
They're gone.
They're gone. They're in crypto space.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's happening now is you are being able, you don't have to, VV, you don't have to use Ethereum or Bitcoin to buy comic books like some other NFTs. You can use Apple Pay. You can use your credit card. Okay, because you buy these things called gems, and the gems are worth one gem is $1. So you buy 20 gems, you have $20, and the comic book will cost $6.99 gems.
Yeah, you
Basically,
can't, but you can't. You can't
you can't
have.
convert the gems yet because, okay, you can't turn the gems into money yet until, and that's what's coming now.
Right.
You can take your comic books off VV and put them on OpenSea in the marketplace. Now somebody will buy your comic book using ETH, which is Ethereum, and Ethereum can be converted to US dollars.
Gotcha.
You follow me right there? So
Yeah.
in VV, like if I sell Avengers number 8 for 4.5K, it's gonna be say 4.5 gems.
It's in there until you can move it out.
Exactly.
And they don't have the mechanism to move it out yet.
It's coming in about it's about to roll out like in about a week or two. And people are going crazy. That's why the prices are going to the moon. Because VV has let us know that you're going to be able to sell on OpenSea. So the naysayers that laughed in the beginning, true collectors are like, wait a minute. I have Immortal Hulk #1, and because they made so many of them, it's only worth $10.
Right.
But it's still not only. I mean, you pay $3.99. It's $10. You up? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, you
But
are.
then they go to Vivi and see Immortal Hulk #1 that came out 2 years later, and it's going for $17.99.
Yeah.
Huh? $17.99, and I have the physical copy that I bought, and it's $10. Yeah, because they made 135,000 of them,
Yeah.
but it's still $10. So in the comic book world, you're gonna have to go with the ratio and the variance. And I'm not really a variant guy. I got to watch the pockets. So at times, after a while, if you have #1, everybody has #1. And then the guys who get to rant and rave are the ratio dudes. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then they become kind of snobbish.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And
or if you're the ratio dude, and then there's the guy that got the one per store variant.
There you go, that guy.
Yeah, that
guy.
I mean? Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, look what I got.
There's always going to be that guy. There's always going to be that guy.
Even in Vivi, look what I got. I got the SR, the secret rare. So now they only want to talk about. You only get massive retweets if you post a pic of the secret rare. So even that's getting snobbish. Even the conversations is always about, you see the floor on the secret rare? But I mean, the common is $60. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy that I got 3 of those. But if I put a common out there, people are like, oh, okay, yeah, you got a common.
Okay, so it goes common, rare, ultra rare.
Uncommon first, second.
Oh, okay.
Common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, secret rare. That's 5, right?
Yeah.
Every drop is 5. Every drop you can get one.
This is on Vivi. This is how
Vivi collect. Yes.
So every other
laptop. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Every other app might be different. So they might, like CNN might not do it this way.
Oh yeah. Every other app is different.
Okay. So it's not like a standard 5 type.
No.
Drop. Okay.
No. Vivi does the 5 random blind drop. CNN will have levels, like Trump winning $50. Trump winning, we only made 30 of these, $100. You see what I mean?
Gotcha.
They certain people go in tiers with how they sell it, but Vivi goes, we'll give you any 5 of these for $6.99. When you press that button to buy, you just don't know which one you're getting.
The one commonality across all the different sellers are that it is an encrypted, serialized, unique, non-fungible token created with the blockchain algorithm
that can be bought, sold, and traded on a marketplace.
And then after that, it can go from 1 to infinity numbers.
Oh.
Well, it has to have some rarity to it, right?
Yes, they're all rare. For example, the KD, they're all sold out right now. So they're not going to make any more of that 40,000 that shot. That's it. They're not going to remint those. They minted 40,000 of them. And it's up to you to have one of the 40,000.
Now, KD involved in that?
The whole NBA is. They signed an agreement with NBA Top Shot.
So it's a okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's a license. So they license. And then, so it's not really the players getting anything.
No. The NBA Player Association agreed to let this happen in conjunction with the NBA, so the players get a portion of transaction fees.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So when James Harrison intercepted Kurt Warner in the Super Bowl and ran it back 100 yards.
Oh my goodness!
That might be
fans would go crazy.
That might be a future NFT that I can own.
Yes.
Of one of those, and I will do that.
And you will go crazy. And then it's amazing because it will come in a pack that costs $9.
Right.
So you rip the packs in NBA Top Shot. You know how
Nope.
we're trying to get a copy in the BV Marvel? In Top Shot, they come out with packs. And you
Yeah.
pay $9 for the pack and you get 3 cards. 3 moments, not cards. They're moments because it's a highlight.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like the old days of grabbing your cards and going
There you
through.
go.
Yeah.
And ripping the pack.
Common. Got it.
Common.
Need
Let me get
it.
gum at least. At least we got gum. You know what I mean? Right. So now you rip the pack and they can be 3 bums or what's considered weak players. But you can just put them back on the marketplace and the minimum they go for is 4. So 4 is $12. You pay $9. I mean, you don't lose, you're not losing money in these NFTs. You're not losing money. The minimum moment is worth the worst player in the NBA is $4. It's $4.
Now the speculation angle that I understand,
Mm-hmm.
you know, for comics are based on some tried and true, over time for speculating on comics. You know, you've got rarity, scarcity, first appearances, deaths, you know, that sort of thing, new character launches, that sort of thing. There's some telltale signs that this might have value.
Okay.
What are it sounds like everything's going to increase. I'm not hearing anything going down. So it's like the gold rush. Like every single.
Some of them are fool's gold. Something's going to be fool's gold.
Right. Okay.
It is the gold rush. I'm not going to lie because see what's occurring is like people's like, what's the big deal? Well, what's going on with Vivi? Marvel allowed Vivi to put on their comic book first appearance of. So, for example, that Marvel Comics #1, when they switched from Timely Comics in 1938 and came out with that #1 issue, when you go and scroll down, you will see on the VV write-up, this is the first appearance of the Human Torch android in a blockchain form. Do you understand what I'm saying? No one else. It's the first appearance. They're labeling these things the first appearance of the Immortal Hulk in a blockchain world. It's how can I, like Kang. That's the first appearance of Kang. It's not worth as much as a 9.8
Right.
Kang, but it is still the first appearance of Kang as an NFT because Marvel signed the first deal to create NFTs. You see what I mean? And Scotty Young signed as an artist to do NFTs on VV.
Now, you can take that Avengers 8, so that VV's done, and then Marvel can also, can't they take that Avengers 8 first appearance of Kang, break it up into pages or panels and do an NFT of a panel and launch that?
That's what they did with Kang. The random covers, the secret rares, they are all, the covers are pages from the comic book.
Oh.
That secret rare, they took Kang laying in the couch where when he first appears, he's like real swagged out in a couch with his foot up, like, hey, you know what I mean? Right. They took that picture and made that the secret rare photo. And that's the one that's going for 4.5K.
But there's nothing stopping them from going back to the to that Avengers 8 again, right?
No, that's what happens. This was 50,000 and they're not minting anymore.
So there will never be
circulating count. They'll just go to another book.
They'll never ever go back.
More.
Circle back to that again.
Nope.
Okay, so what about, let's say somebody does this with something more modern, like mind management. I know it went.
Okay.
It launched. Well, I don't know if Vivi did it, but there was a mind management NFT sale.
Okay.
And so that's Matt Kent that sold that.
Yeah. And
Okay. So he sells
I'm
that.
writing that down. Where did he sell that off of?
I don't remember. I saw.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, it was mind management. It was an NFT. I think it was the first issue. But he has that digitally, and he can sell
he could
If he
sell.
wants to, he can
He could
keep releasing it if he wants to.
he could sell it, yeah, as a single or
Hmm.
as many as he wanted, like
Yes.
10,000
Yes.
serialized.
Yes.
But then, what's to stop him from like taking a panel from one of
Hmm.
those and then
Hmm.
doing it again, saying this is the first panel from Mind Management?
He could, and people will go crazy for it
Okay, all right,
because it's different. And
so it's different.
it's different and it's rarer. It's okay. For example, I've never been a Red Sonja guy, but
Gotcha.
Red Sonja issue number 1 NFT came out this week for $6.99. I bought 2 of them. Okay. I would never have read Red Sonja number 1. And then this company is called Terra Virtua. TerraVirtua. Terra Virtua. And they released The Boys. I have the trades of The Boys in physical, but I don't have issue number 1. So I bought issue number 1, NFT, The Boys, the comic book,
Okay.
$6.99. I bought 3 of those. And they have the graphic novel for $29, digital NFT. So I got Red Sonja and I got The Boys, and I'm going to get the Mind Management.
It's the full.
It's the full comic.
Is it a CBZ? Is it a PDF? Is it
No PDF. No, you swipe the page. You press one of 34. Click 2 of 34. Click 3 of 34.
But you're reading it through the app.
Yes, on your
Okay.
yes. Well, VV, you can put it on the table if you want to
Gotcha.
with the augmented reality.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And you can put your statues places. It's incredible. Like I go to restaurants and then I'll just hang Spider-Man from the ceiling next to me and take a picture. And people are like, yo, hold on. Yo, how'd you do? VV.
Okay. Okay. So it's augmented through your
My
phone.
phone. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's they have, once again, when an NFT has utility, meaning augmented reality, 3D,
Yeah.
a metaverse.
Yeah.
Can you read it? Can you once it has utility, it opens up the game. Like you go to a con and they say VV has a booth. And VV is like, if you have 5 or more of the VV, here's some merch. Or, VV is gonna have booths at Comic Cons.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you come up with your phone and you click, blue, and you got the whoa.
Yeah.
So I know it's hard for some people to wrap around, man. I can't explain it sometimes to people because some people will be like, but I don't get it. I'm like, well, you don't got to get it, but you're going to see it.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Ready Player One when the guy's just dragging along all this cool stuff that he's got over time.
Over time.
And he's built up his digital avatar to the point where he's unbeatable. And then when he gets killed, he like loses everything.
Absolutely.
And it's just all out there and everybody can get it and everything. But not
everybody
that
can get
part.
all his accessories, all his games, all the guns he collected, all the different potions. Yes.
But I can see some crossover potential between this and like the VR space and and like the new Facebook glasses that are coming out and all that stuff. You can
Oculus
just see that,
and all of that. Yes.
Yeah, it's all going to be tied together at some point.
Yes, it is.
Pretty slick. Now, when you're making a decision, you can't buy them all. What is your decision points on? Why do you decide to get this NFT or that? Because you're saying they're coming out fast and furious now.
Yeah, they come out fast and furious. I stay away. If it's a comic book and it's under $10, I'm in. I am in. Okay, $6.99. I'm in. So that $9 NBA Top Shot packs, I'm ripping them. Okay, now the profile pictures, avatars, Those cost minimum $250 to $300, but
Oh,
it can
goodness.
go up. Now, those I don't jump into all of those. Like I said, I did the Afro droids because it had a purpose. I was an African American Studies major. The people in Top Shot, certain VV people. The space, I like the space. I entered the clubhouse. So 2 weeks before the pre-sale, I checked the whitelist. I checked their roadmap. I checked what they were doing. What kind of utilization will I have with this droid? Will I be able to do 3D with it? Will I
Yeah.
be able to put it in the metaverse? And I went through all of that. Movie Q4, this, that, the other. We have derivative rights, meaning I can dress up my droid, however, and sell it as an NFT. I just can't use the droid I have and sell it on a t-shirt because they're making a movie with all of the droids. So he still retains commercial rights. But I can put a feather in the cap of my Afro droid and sell it as a derivative work. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. You're changing it just a little bit to like avoid patent infringement almost.
There you go. And
Gotcha.
they tell you can do that. Every
Okay.
droid, you have derivative rights to do
Good.
whatever you want to do with it and sell it as an NFT. You just can't put it on a t-shirt as the image I created and sell it as merch because we're going to sell merch. And you can't use the droid and make a movie unless you change them up.
Right.
With filters. It's your droid, but you just don't have commercial access to use that image because they're going to make a movie with it, which then helped me to be even more engaged into the project. So the avatars are more project based, and I don't just have 300, 400 to throw around. So I'm actually just in one project, which is the Afro droids. I bought 2 Afro droids, me and my wife, and we love it. We love the droids. And we just it was $30, an NFT. The pineapple's days out. I just bought a pineapple. It sounds crazy, right? I just bought a damn pineapple. But anyway, I bought a pineapple on OpenSea. It's a whole pineapple crew, and you go in the metaverse and you make drinks and all kind. It has utilization, and it's for a good cause. So I joined the Pineapple Days Out crew, and I joined Afro Droids. Those are my only avatar. Everything else is comic books and sports.
Gotcha.
Sports NFTs and comic book NFTs. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty interesting. I mean, you just find stuff you like, and then you just go in that space, and then
So I'm gonna find one of them. Now, if he, you know what? I think he might have did mind management on Nifty. I think that's big money. I think he came out with that. That's not $6.99.
No.
I think I did see that. Yeah. It was on a space. I don't know if it was an auction, but it was out my price range.
Yeah.
And he only made a little bit of them.
Yeah, so, It was like maybe just one.
It was. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I couldn't get into that one. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be sitting here waiting for VV to drop Ultimate Fallout.
Yeah. That'll be sweet. Yeah, that'll be sweet.
For those who can't afford the Moon Girl 400, they're coming with the show. Marvel knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. I would say House of X in 15 years will be a movie. Okay.
Sure.
I mean, it's gripping enough.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Hickman did his own thing, but I'm just talking about that initial run brought me back into comics, into the X-Men universe like none other. Now I'm kind of like, okay. But when it first came out, House of X and Powers of X, it was riveting to me.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was heavy.
And now when I think about comics, and speculation on comics, long term, you think of something like a Hulk 181 or something.
Oh,
that first Wolverine. That's a key, man. That's going to be a key forever.
Yes.
Something like a Noctera #1. It's spiking right now.
Right now.
It's hot right now. And it might become a show. It might be a movie. It might never happen.
Might
and
never happen.
it just might fade back away into nothing.
Yes, indeed, to nothing.
Now, is that the case with NFTs? There's going to be some that are keys forever,
Absolutely.
and then there's going to be some that just fade away.
Yes, I believe that. What I have circled right now, a lot of our VV guys that are real comic book guys, Giant Size X-Men #1 VV, we're all over it. Hulk 180, they're going to come with them.
Yeah.
Imagine if Hulk 181 is going to sell out in less than a second. I would be so, I would, if I can get one, and I know they're going to, because they're coming modern, they're coming with Thor Ye. They're coming with Thor, they're going to come with Amazing Fantasy. Spider-Man.
Oh, God, yeah. I want that one, too. Right?
I want that one. Now, see,
Yeah.
it came out, see, I didn't want the, because I have Captain America Sam Wilson, #1, but I still bought one. I have Immortal Hulk, tons of them, but I still bought one. I have, what else modern they dropped? House of X. Okay. And I wanted the Scotty Young digital because I'm a Scotty Young fan. So I have the Scotty Young House of X physical, like 3 copies. But now the digital one, the secret rare, they use the Scotty Young cover where Magneto was floating in front of Professor X with the portal behind him, as you know, the Scotty Young drawing. That has just ballooned from $28 to $248. And when it was 28, I wanted to buy it.
Right.
And I was like, I have the physical copy. What's the big deal? I'm cool.
Yeah.
And now it's $248 out of my price range now. So, I stick to your budget. Nothing of what I said tonight is financial advice. This is just Wolf. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm a Raider fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Raider fan. You know what I mean? But I honestly think that sometimes when I feel something trending, it moves.
Yeah.
It moves.
Now you say you're not doing the YouTube show of your own anymore, but you are guesting on other people's YouTube, and you're out on the Twitter space.
Heavy.
Tell people where they can see you, follow you, talk to you, reach out.
If I do come back, which they're dragging me back in.
It's like the mafia.
It's like, man, Wolf Warner YouTube, man. I retired after 500 subscribers. I had a bet with the 8th grader that I can get over 100. This is actually a true story, that I could get over 100 subscribers.
That's awesome.
He said, no, you too old. You old school. And I actually got to 500 subscribers.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. You know what I mean? And so that's YouTube, Wolf Warner. That's the name for YouTube. Twitter is Wolf_Warner. And what else do I have? Instagram is Wolf Warner also, but I don't use the gram that much. A lot of these, I'm good on Twitter because my students aren't on Twitter. I'm gonna be honest. My students are on Instagram. They're on Facebook. Facebook is just Andre Michael Warner. That's my real name. You know what I mean? That's no problem. That's Facebook. But usually with the NFT, I'm on Twitter because my students aren't.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a middle school, so they're always trying to friend me and find me. So, I got to dip and dive off of them. So I'm not a big IG guy, but in terms of the NFTs and comics, yes, I'm a Twitter guy because that's why I use Twitter to get information and notifications. So you want to reach me, DM me Twitter, preferably. In YouTube, I will be back. I do believe I'll be back, and I will be focusing on physicals and NFTs.
Yeah, that's cool. That'll be interesting. That'll be like a little sub genre that you're doing. That'll be pretty cool.
Yes,
man. I know. We just probably scratched the surface. I appreciate you spending all this time with me.
Oh man,
holding my hand through this process because I learned a ton, and I'm sure that our listeners got some more questions. Did I miss anything? Is there something else that we need to touch on?
That's basically gist of it. I just got into the space in March, people.
Yeah.
I just got into space in March. So I'm considered an early adopter. They say anybody between March and June. So I still think the space is there. It's not mainstream. And if you collect physical comics, because I still do, it wouldn't hurt to diversify a little bit that portfolio and slide a couple NFTs in there. Remember, I'm not saying slide a couple digital comics. No. NFTs. Digital comics.
That's where they're
Because
at.
you could read a digital comic on Marvel Unlimited. But I'm telling you, my friend, what I'm participating in is different than Marvel Unlimited.
Yes.
It's two different things.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's great. That's great. So that's Wolf Warner and everything he knows about NFTs. And I hope we answered some questions. I sure learned a lot today. So
You've always been my
cool.
guys. And I still got my giveaway from you guys.
Oh, yeah.
My giveaway.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
I got that in the bookcase. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man, y'all was some of my first guys in the space, so I know I may bombard y'all sometimes with little tweets and BB, but I'm honestly very peculiar with who I rock with the comic books. And honestly, the reason why I was shouting you guys out, you 7 guys, y'all were like the guys in Twitter and podcasts that got me activated in the game. And I'm seeing a lot of guys in BB that think, you're seeing guys saying, yo, I bought my first physical comic. But
that's cool.
But they're BB masters with the digital. And I'm like, they're all winning. And I'm like, the real dudes who know the comic books, if they were in this space, you know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? I can't have some of these crypto guys who aren't comic book guys getting all the comics. You know what I mean? You know, I was like, I'm just going to let you guys know that what's going on is going on. So I have a show. Rob the Rican wants me to come on tomorrow on YouTube. He's a real cool dude, Philly fan. Rob the Rican. What is Rob the Rican? A Rican in his comics. Yes. He's going to have me on his show tomorrow to discuss the difference between the physical and the NFT. So I'm going to jump on there real quick for him.
I'll try to throw that link in there too.
Yeah. I'll link him to a tweet. So you can see him too, Rob the Rican. He's a good guy too. But all you guys, man, my core, like 6, 7 guys, man, y'all keep doing what you're doing. And I'm still in the space physically, but I'm just in it digitally.
Thank you, sir. And
always, man. Always, man.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later.
Always my guys. Peace and love, everybody.